Nevada, what up, man? Tired, man. What's going on, everybody? With you guys come up in here. I'm not gonna be too long today. Just trying to give y'all guys an update. Freight trucking, what up? Top of the morning for sure. Yeah, I like the morning. I'm a morning guy, man. So I like to get stuff done and going about my day. That's every morning, even on weekends. David Torres, what's going on, man? Got 10 people in the building already. Okay. Yeah, I just got back. Yeah, I had to go all the way to Charlotte. Well, not Charlotte, Salisbury yesterday. Made a transaction. I think I said in one of the videos, I sold one of my trailers. Starting to upgrade some of my equipment. Some of the older trailers I got. I had made the money for them already, so I was like, let's go ahead and start upgrading the trailers. And I still got one older trailer, but I think I'm gonna keep that one for a little bit. We'll see. But I did sell one of them, and I forgot to do this 2012 I got tutorial. But I'm over here at the yard because I was messing around with the truck, and I think I blew a fuse in the light, and then I replaced it, and it blew again. So I was like, man, it must be a split in the wire or something like that somewhere. So let me go back to the truck and check it out right quick. See what's going on. But other than that, talk about the authority insurance. The insurance for authority. I just did my renewal. I want to tell you how shicey these insurance companies is, man. These agents. Because I'm not the only one that's dealing with it. It's a few of my other buddies who's dealing with it too. Especially when you like on year 2, year 3, and you're doing renewals. It's funny how these agents get. I feel like every year I'm gonna be changing insurance. So insurance try to play me though. Or the agent tried to play me, man. He thought he was slick. So basically, probably about, I want to say about 3 weeks. My renewal is actually it's actually tomorrow, but I got it all squared away. But 3 weeks ago, insurance, the agent tried to pretty much he would say like, all right, you coming up in renewal, it's time to get some quotes, woo this. I'm like, all right, go ahead, do your thing. You got everything you need, do your thing, shoot it out and see what you got. But y'all gotta realize, insurance agents, they all got a certain market. They don't have a market for everything. They got a market for their market. Like, I live in Virginia, so they might have, the agent I was dealing with had a somewhat market in Virginia, but he didn't have a market like that. But they would tell you that they got a great market, they got insurance quotes for everybody. That's not the case. So this agent said, he said, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot your blast your information so I can get a couple quotes back. I was like, all right, cool. So the first week went down, so we're talking about 3 weeks. The first week went down, he came back with something, and he said somebody didn't want to give me a quote because something about brokerage. They found out I had a brokerage. I'm like, how? And then he said shared address. I'm like, that's not true. We don't have a shared address on the brokerage in my carrier side. So and I showed proof of that. And then he didn't say nothing. I was like, this dude, he jangling. So went through that. Second week, come back. He came back. He was like, yeah, man, I got this company that they give you a quote. They gonna quote you for something. And I'm like, okay, cool. So that week, the second week would pass. I didn't hear nothing from him about the quote. I was like, all right, maybe he's just working on something. And then I was like, the third week came, which is last week. I'm like, yo, well, not last week, the week before that. I was like, yo, what's up with the quote? He's like, they haven't gave you a quote yet. I'm like, bro, it don't take that long for a quote. And then last week, so I was like, okay, this dude is playing games. I was like, he's playing games. What he's trying to do is he's trying to wait to the last minute where I'm forced to take that quote. And I was like, I don't even know what the quote is. So he came back. He came back and was like, okay, they gave me an estimate, but this is not a finalized decision. I was like, all right, what's the estimate? He was like, it's gonna be around $74,000. I said, no way. I didn't say that. I was like, I just gave him a thumbs up and like left it alone. I was like, I already know what I need to do. So I went and got another agent that I knew. And I said, yo, can you run this quote for me with all my, my trailers and my the trucks and the owner operators and all that right quick? She's like, yeah, I'll do it for you. I get you back a quote in 24 hours. I said, okay, bet. So she ran the quote and she came back and she came back with like I think it was 52,000. I was like, all right, that's where I need to be at. Around there, around the 52,000, whatever the case was. I need to be around there. And we came up with the numbers. She came up with the down payment. Everything looked good. Everything looked legit. Signed the deal and move forward. I'm not going to even tell y'all. the dude also gave me a quote for a Progressive, which I found was funny. I just laughed at it. He came back. I told y'all about Progressive. For some reason, Virginia, I don't know, just me, but Progressive came back with a crazy quote, like $140,000. I told dude, like, listen, like, what is this? Like, y'all think I'm FedEx or something? Like, I was like, yo, this is crazy. Don't shoot me that quote, man. You shouldn't even told me that. Like, come on, man, let's be real. But I ended up doing whatever. The case was, we went through the whole 3 weeks process. Dude tried to play me with the whole agent, the original agent, and I had to get another agent, and they came back with a more decent, approval or quote, and more reasonable for my situation. So, what I want to tell y'all is when y'all getting these insurance quotes, always get multiple quotes. Don't rely on one agent or one broker agent or whatever you want to call it. Get multiple quotes because these guys, they don't have a market for everything. There's other agents that have different markets for different situations, depending on the division you in, depending on your truck, depending on what you do, depending on how far you go. All that stuff matters. So always, get a second opinion or even a third opinion too, about insurance. And that was just speaking on, that, and that's the same thing for people just with new authorities too. Get a second opinion. I know everybody gets their authority and they go straight to a Progressive. Look, listen, there's more than Progressive. There's other agents out here, things you never even heard of. You got Lancer and you got Canal, you got Great American. There's all kind of insurance agents. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. But one agent might quote you for, we can say Lancer or whatever. Another agent could probably get you a totally different quote. It's just a matter of how they put it together, okay? But definitely get different opinions on the insurance. I don't know what the big deal is about box truck guys. I know I get a lot of box truck guys coming in talking about, yeah, I'm gonna go to Progressive with the box truck. I don't know why everybody's going to Progressive. That's not the only insurance. But do your due diligence and actually get opinions on this insurance. Like I said, this is like, they call it my year 2, but really it's my year 3. They always say it gets better every year, but in my opinion, it really doesn't get better every year because they always come up with different ways to make it seem like you gotta, because they know that you're making money out here. So they always try to figure a way to, it's like almost like year 1, pretty much. I might be $1,000, $2,000 off. I mean, that's not really a deal to me, but that might be a deal to them. Another thing about insurance is what else I can tell you about insurance? Um, they hate to see rapid growth. Uh, I can get that in a somewhat, but they try to say that the one quote guy said you're growing too fast. I said, okay, how am I growing too fast? And um, I don't think I was growing too fast because that I wasn't going too fast, but whatever the case was, they say I was going too fast. I was like, all right, whatever. All right, so one guy left, and because he went, and like I said before on my other videos, I salute the guys that come on board over here with me that go get their own authority. Major kudos to that. I'm not gonna stop no man from trying to, level up. So one guy left, he got his authority, and then one guy I had to technically terminate. We're not gonna get into details of that, but he did some, he did some like some foul stuff, so we had to let him go. So that brought me back down to 4 drivers. So I only quoted 4 drivers, and then we did it again, and we got some better quotes or whatever the case was. But as far as insurance though, man, make sure y'all doing y'all due diligence and checking up, getting those different opinions. Nah, Derek, we're not gonna, because I don't know if dude, I don't know, I'm not gonna blast anything pertaining to my drivers on YouTube and nothing like that, man. That's confidential information. But let me read some of y'all's joint. David Torres, Michael White, what up? Smokehouse, Lee George, what up? Um, you on your way to Alexandria? Let me know, Nevada. That's about, you over there near DC, about an hour and a half. Check those tiny marker lights on the end of the trailer. Had one of those busted. That was my fault. Okay. T Hill, what up? They tripping GA too. Insurance. Yeah, my boy told me about Georgia too, because he had the same issue. He had the same issue with kind of get renewals and stuff like that. Cause I think his issue was they didn't want to, the insurance he was originally with, they didn't want to renew him for something. I forgot what he said. I said, that's crazy. Like, I was like, I'm dealing with the same thing. Well, pretty much. I'm getting quoted between 18, 19K for power only. Well, that's just the truck. 18, 19K. Because I was around my first year, that's cheaper than when I was my first year, because I was doing 21K. A little like 21, 22, it wasn't 22K, it was either like 21, 21.5K for my first year. So 18, 19K, that's cheaper than when I first started. We should always shop around. Remember, insurance brokers are in the business to make money. Yeah, they do what they gotta do. They gotta make money too, but they don't have a market. Don't let them tell you that, because he tried to tell me like, yeah, this is all you're gonna get, pretty much. He tried to put me, he tried to have my back against the wall, pretty much. That's what he tried to do. He tried to pretty much wait to the last minute when my insurance expired and try to get me. So it forced me to take his quote. That's what he tried to do. But I caught on to it like a week, maybe about 2 weeks, about a week and a half, 2 weeks before he tried to pull any kind of stunts. Because he kept saying, I haven't got a quote back. It don't take no 2 weeks for no quote. You got people getting quotes in 24, 48 hours. That's how I knew right then and there he tried to play me. And then so I did my all I had to do was get my lost runs. Once you get them lost runs, because that was another thing. He tried to play me with the lost runs too. I was like, listen, this is what they like to do. I'm gonna tell y'all a hack, man. Anytime when you coming up on renewal and you ask your insurance broker, hey, can you send me my lost runs? The current insurance you with, send me my lost runs. It's always a game. It's always a game to get your lost runs because they already know what you about to do. You about to blast your insurance out and get more quotes. They want to take all day to get your lost runs and woo this lollygag and they come up with some crazy stuff. I know my insurance broker. I was like, yo, send me my lost runs. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted my lost runs from 2019 and I wanted it for 2020 as well. I was like, yo, send me my lost runs. He was like, yeah, I'm driving. I'll get to you when I get home. I was like, right, all right. So he ain't never seen my lost runs that day. So the next day, I was like, yo, see my lost runs, man. I was like, oh, you say you was gonna send it to me. He said, oh, my bad, man. I got caught up with family and this. I'm like, family? Bro, this was at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You was at work. You was at work. So I was like, man, this dude jangling. I was like, listen, bro, uh, I need my lost runs, man. We're gonna have a problem. Because you supposed to send my lost runs legally. That's documentation that I need. You know what I'm saying? And once I said that, he was like, oh, he sent it right away or whatever. I mean, this dude was playing with me, man. But that's another thing about lost runs. If you don't know what lost runs is, it's pretty much it's a sheet that tells you if you had any claims. If you had any claims for the year. And it's supposed to say 0. Um, but if you had any claims and stuff throughout the year, you'll have a markup and stuff like that on your lost run. So that's why I say when you out here with your own authority, you got to be careful. Do not if you get any claims, you're gonna have a hard time getting renewals and stuff like that. You're gonna get some crazy numbers like that progressive number I was talking about. So be careful with lost run. Be careful with getting claims and stuff like that. Yo, what up, Drone? Leak, what up? Let me see. Me too. The problem I have with insurance is once my broker puts a quote, still another broker trying to get that quote. This is what they do with insurance, man. So you get all your information to the broker. He blasts it out. Now sometimes they block it. They block it from other insurances to give you quotes. Okay, they'll block it or whatever. But I found out that the agent I had, he didn't really blast it like I was talking about. Like he did his market, but his market it was not like that. That's what I was trying to say. His market wasn't like that. So when I went to the other lady that I knew and she did it, she came back in 24 hours. So that told me right then and there that okay, so his market won't even like that because she was able to come back with a better some quotes. And she actually came back with a quote from my first year when I first started my authority, which they was great, they was perfect, and that was Great American. So I ended up getting Great American again. So now I got Great American, and that worked out perfect. So that's what we did. Um, but they do what it's called like I don't want to say like it's kind of like the car business. The car business. So with the cars, like if you're a guy that needs your car moved from point A to point B, and if you shop it so cheap, you can get like black, what was it called? Black, not blackball, but blacklisted or something like that. Where other car guys, they don't want to mess with you or something like that because you're too cheap. Something like that. I dealt with it back in 2015 when I was trying to move my car from Seattle back to Virginia, and I shopped it cheap or whatever, and then I got like blacklisted or something like that. Somebody knows what I'm talking about when it comes to their cars. I got blacklisted or something like that because they said I was trying to be too cheap or something like that. I'm like, listen, man, uh, that's what I think the going rate is, and I don't think I should be paying all this money to just ship my car from here to here. I might as well drive it back. But whatever, somebody knows what I'm talking about. It's the same thing in insurance side. Like, you'll get like blacklisted or something like that, or blocked or whatever. Seems to be Michael. Is that good for a new authority? Yeah, 18K. No, like yeah, that's decent for your first year. That's decent for your first year. Y'all can afford that. Even like I said, I did it with 21K, and I got hit with COVID, the COVID era. So, and I was still making it. So, like I said, 18K. That's like I said, you just got to be consistent out here, man. That's still good. Pole boy trucking, what up? I got trailer interchange too. Yeah, definitely get that trailer interchange. How was my number? They don't consider this my third year though. They consider this my second year. So it's like, cause I don't understand how they consider this my second year, but it's my third year. But I don't know. I think I said, I think it's still BS how they come up with the numbers. I haven't really seen a big difference from year one to now. So I don't know. They always tell you though, like every year it's supposed to go down. It did go down, but you gotta think about it like this. I guess they say like if I was a one truck operation and and I was doing it in year 2, year 3 or whatever, I might have saw a difference, but I'm actually growing. So owner operators and stuff like that. So it's decent though. It ain't like you're gonna be out here and scrambling or whatever, but it's decent though. Like I said, I got owner operators, so I charge it back to the owner operators. Only thing I'm doing is paying the upfront cost, the down payment, but I get that money back. So now if you was a company driver, if you had company drivers, it'll be a different story. You'll get your money back eventually. But I get all this money back. Like I said, owner operators, I charge them back weekly for it. I come up with the numbers, they give me the numbers and the monthly cost. I break it down and I get my deposit back plus what the actual insurance is. Pay the actual insurance, but I do get my deposit back once you break down the numbers. If you understand what I'm saying. Which, that's the traditional way. Let me see. If that answers your question, Obi-Wan. Bye-bye trucker. What up? I leased to a carrier, 6 months left before their license plates expire. Do I wait until the expiration date to get my own base plate or get it now? Did you already pay them fully for that plate? Or are you still paying on it? Bye-bye trucker. Cause I spoke about plates a couple times, man. Y'all need to start getting your own plates, man. Get your own plates, get it out the way. They're probably paying what, $2,500? Check this damn mic. What's what Progressive gave me? I'm still looking around. Yeah, man, Mike White, shop around, man. Progressive, I don't understand the deal with Progressive. Man, hold on. Here we go, that train. I don't understand the deal with Progressive, but some people, I think T Hill got Progressive. But it's in Progressive is good in certain areas. I'm just saying in my area, it ain't like that. I think it's more so in the Midwest and the Midwest areas. I guess that's Progressives. They'll give you better quotes. I don't know, but definitely always shop around. What up, TBE? Probably COVID. Would it be cheaper for a new authority, but a 14-year CDL holder? I want y'all to think about it like this. When it comes to getting your authority, it doesn't matter how long you held your CDL. That might help a little bit, but that's not going to determine for you to get the cheapest quote in the world. Um, New authorities is pretty much starting from zero, you know. Uh, that's just what it is, you know. Yes, of course, you always want to keep your CDL clean and the year or age on it. That's good and all, but um, that's not going to determine, you know, majority of what you're going to pay for the first year. And then also, what's really going to determine really is where you live at. Where you live at, because sometimes being in the city versus being in the county, that could be a game changer too. Um, that can be definitely a game changer too. But like who said that? Mario or Michael? You're gonna be around like the 18 to 21K. And also depending on if you get in-state plates and you stay in in-state and all that stuff, if you OTR, that's gonna factor too. If you got a radius or whatever, that's gonna factor too. But like I said, it's always, you can always get these quotes and check them out. I know somebody asked me about getting quotes without a truck. That don't do you no justice. Because for insurance, you need a truck. Now there are loopholes. With getting quotes, like say like I'm gonna tell y'all something like this. Say like you're trying to get your authority, and you want to get an idea of a quote. This is a little hack. It's a little hack that I learned about a couple years ago. You can get like put like a day cab on there, but you have to get somebody to approve it and all that. It can get kind of funny, but you can get like a day cab and put it on the insurance and tell them quote you and see what your insurance going to be. They'll quote it. You know what I'm saying? They'll quote it and give you an idea of what your insurance will be for the year or yearly insurance or whatever. I never tried that way, but I almost did at one point. But it got kind of funny with the whole thing with let somebody use their truck and all that. It get kind of crazy, man. You don't want to start getting involved with using somebody else's stuff to get approvals and stuff like that. You want to do your own thing. But that is another trick in doing it. Let me see. Mine's dropped every year. Consider me going in my third year. Yeah, it does drop, man. It drops a little bit, but the way they be telling me, I be expecting like it's gonna drop drastically. You know what I'm saying? But it don't. It does drop a little bit. Yes, I paid for it fully already. Yeah, you're not gonna get that money back by a trucker, since you paid for it already fully. You might as well go ahead and get your own plates, because what's gonna happen is you could be paying $2,500 again. More than likely in your own state, I can guarantee it. You're not gonna be paying $2,500 for no plates. Midwest, see, yeah, Midwest, y'all gonna get cheaper insurance. Always, you always will get cheaper insurance than I am. Of course, because somebody told me something about if your state got a lot of thefts. There was another one about being close to the water. That was a big deal. But I don't know. Like I said, man, I don't know the gist about insurance and all that. I'm not an insurance agent, nothing like that. But I'm just going about my experience and how they be playing games and what they be saying. Unless you didn't have your CDL, that would affect new authority quote. If you're a new driver, new authority, one truck, 960K. Yeah, if you don't have a CDL, yeah, that's definitely going to affect your quote. Most of the time, they want to see you have at least 2 years. What's that say? See, my bad, man. The sun is crazy right now. $59,000 a good price for a 2016 T680. That's a lot of that's a lot of money, man. 59,000 for a 2016 T680, 550,000 miles. I mean, I can't say it's a lot of money because we in an inflated market right now, but you got to if you got to pull the plug and do what you got to do what you got to do. But that is a lot of money for that many miles on a truck, in my opinion. But like I said, man, what else you gonna do? You gonna sit around wait until the prices drop when they might not even drop, and that could be a long time if they do drop. Or you gonna go ahead and get in and get this money and make some moves. Mine dropped $3K by moving the address 5 miles. Yeah, I know. See, mine's being in the county, it was a little bit more. But they said if I had moved it to like Richmond, it would have been cheaper, and it could have dropped a little bit more. But I was like, man, I'm not about to do all the name changing, address changing. You know, I got to go through the system and all that. I was like, all right, man. I hate insurance renewal, man. To be honest, man, I just want to get that over with, cause I be making so many moves. I just be trying to get it over with. But one thing for sure, don't let insurance try to play you. Like, we not about to just drop a whole bunch of money when I feel that it shouldn't be nothing crazy. Like I said before, man, I'm not FedEx. You know, the insurance prior, the ones I had, you know, before, they tried to make it seem like, you know, they wanted me to run a certain amount of miles, and they thought I had like all these contracts and all this stuff. I'm like, listen, man, nobody has like all these contracts and doing this, that, and the third. And, you know, y'all say this is my second year. Y'all think, like I said, you think I'm out here running around local, got all these contracts, drivers running around local all the time? No, I don't work like that, man. That takes time, you know. So that insurance was crazy, man. Some of the stuff they said was just ignorant. You know, so like, whatever, man. Let me see. I hardly paid the full premium anyway. I mean, it's only 10 months. It's only 10 months, and then you get 2 months free. So, a friend of mine used a VIN from Truck Paper. Yeah, I'm telling you, Mario, there's ways of getting around. Some people be doing some crazy stuff though. But if you get popped, say if you use a VIN from somebody or something else, and you go forward with it, and then something happens, and that's not the correct VIN, you can get in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. You might as well go ahead and cancel your authority and cancel trucking because you're done. They're coming with a lawsuit. My plate is $838. Yeah, see? That's Georgia too. Everybody's different. I know over here it used to be $1,500. It went up $200. I asked them why it went $200. Of course, they said COVID. You know, you kind of figured it was gonna say COVID. So ours is $1,700 a year for the plates now. To keep arguing with them about $100, not what I wanted to see. I'm on $850. I paid $2,500 for my plates, new truck. You got your own place though, Nevada. You in Vegas though. You got your own place, or you paid for the company's plates? No vaccine. I started my trucking company using a DBA with my SSI, and I tied that with my EIN. And LC and D. What do you recommend I do to take my social security? Yes, sir. No vaccine, man. Look, you never start a bit. In my opinion, in trucking especially, Never start a business in a DBA. But you never want to. I mean, I don't want to say all other businesses, but in trucking, I wouldn't start a business with DBA. I had that issue with one of my drivers had a DBA, and I told him you're gonna get screwed over when it comes tax time, because you make too much money. You got a DBA, you're gonna get screwed over in tax time. That's almost like a sole proprietor. Um, you make too much money in trucking to be that. But what you need to do is you need to get an LLC. Now hold on, let me throw this out here too. Oh, the hell, damn B. I'm not a I'm not a tax professional, nothing like that. But you definitely want to get an LLC. Whether you get an LLC single member or you get an S corp, either or, get you one of those, and that way that's gonna help you when tax time come. I'm gonna just leave it at that. I thought he was talking about insurance. Yeah, Mario, that 830 is probably is prorated. If whoever buys that truck gets in an accident, guess who's going to pay? That's what I said. Yeah, you gonna get in a lot of trouble messing around like that. You know. So the one thing I thought about doing though was, say like I go get a day cab. I can probably take my truck off my authority and put the day cab on there. You know, I wouldn't be able to drive the truck for that. Because I wouldn't have no insurance. But what I could do is, just like how the other Russians, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Just like how the other Russians do it, I can always get another authority, second authority. It's not illegal. Put that truck in the second authority, and put the day cab in this one. That will drop my insurance, or vice versa. I get a new authority, put the day cab under there, and I would definitely get cheaper insurance. What up, Eddie? Yeah, it was slightly over. I went to DMV, got my own plates and RP account, and did it all myself. Yeah. For some reason, I don't know why a lot of carriers do the 2500 thing. I don't do that personally, but uh, I don't know why they do. Maybe it's other things, like say if you don't bring back the plates or something like that, and I don't know. There's a lot of things they probably figure out, but I don't know. A lot of carriers do 2500 as for plates for some reason. Yeah, man, that bee was just sitting right there by my neck. I was like, what the world? I thought it was my hair. I was like, what the world is that? Yeah, I don't mess around with bees, man. I got stung in the back of my head years ago. I'm ready to get a reefer. Any tips on where to look other than truck paper? Man, let's just do a Google search, man. Most of the trails I found was, well, all of them, but one. It was all through Google search. Only reason why I found the other one without the Google search was because I bought another trailer from the same person. All I had to do was call him, and so lucky enough, he had another one. But right now, all you could do is a Google search. Whether it's truck paper, Google. Sometimes you could might find something Penske. It's very rare. Um, Leaks in here tell you, man, it was I want to say at least 3 trailers I found while on the phone with Leak. Um, I was on the phone talking to him, and I'm doing Google searches, and I'm like, yo, you see this joint right here? Ooh, this, and I found 3 trailers. The 2 I bought in March, and then this recent one right here I found when I was on the phone with Leak again. I was like, yo, that's crazy, man. So I was like, well, damn, maybe I need to call Leak every time I'm looking for a trailer because he might be the guy. um, but yeah, Eddie, man, that's the best thing. That's the best thing to do, man. Google is just keep on looking and make phone calls because some of that stuff be like, yo, do you still got this trailer? And you call them and they be like, no, that trailer's gone. Where'd you find that listing at? And you tell them and they'll take it down or whatever. But you gotta call them. I saw HT just he just got a trailer for 11K for 2007. I think he said it had what 12,000 hours on it. So I was like, yeah, that's a good buy. That's a good buy. Let me see. Maybe that's why mine is cheap. I have a day cab. Yeah, your Thor is definitely gonna be cheap. You got a day cab. Um, Depending on the year too as well, but it's going to be cheaper. Jamar Turner, what up? We had one in the fleet, but I'm looking for my own reefer. Yeah, man, it's harder and harder to find these trailers, yo. Uh, Dry vans, you might find dry vans, but most of the time you find a dry van is wooden. You can't find food grades anywhere. Reefers, I said this back in March, man. When the guy told me, uh, it's hard and hard to find reefers. Um, Let me see. Make sure you're ready for that reefer game. Wait times ain't no joke. Yeah, man, I got. Man, I went down there. I took a load down there to Salisbury, man. I'm not Salisbury, Henderson. Y'all been to that Walmart in Henderson, man? They had me there for 5 hours for 2 pallets. For 2 pallets, 5 hours. I'm like, man, I'm glad I ain't out here like that no more. Cause I ain't about to be waiting for nobody, but I ain't doing that no more. My company runs two authorities, one for company guys and one for owner ops. Also structured them differently for. Yeah, man, I know. I know. That's crazy. You say that, Nevada. Uh, Somebody was telling me about that. Using your authority for owner operators and using your authority for company drivers. Somebody, that's crazy. You said that, man, because I know we was talking about that the other day with one of my buddies, and we was talking about that. I was like, that ain't a bad idea though. But I was like, damn, the Russians and everybody else been doing that, and it never clicked in my head that somebody brought it up. I thought about it, and I was like, let me look into it. That might be something I might be interested in doing. It's just another level of protection, you know, in my opinion. And I'm all about protection out here in the trucking business because anything can happen out here, man, and you know we always get we always get the bad end of the stick when it comes to trucking. So I'm all about protection. Like I said, I got a lot of videos and I haven't even dropped yet. I still got the holding company video I didn't even drop yet. I end up putting the trailers in the holding company. We'll talk about it on another video, how I did that and all that. Um, but I'm all about protection, man, for real. 15K, that was my contract. I got the trailer. You think you found some yesterday? Okay, saw that. That's a great deal. I am El Padrino. Sears, what up? Where can I find a CPA? Man, I've been going through my CPAs, man. I ain't the guy with the CPA. I kind of just do mine. Because I found out, like, CPAs, man, can be kind of funny, too. That's another thing, man. Everybody wants your money. And they see all your financials. So it's like CPAs can just come up with random numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like, they see all your financials. They know how much money you're making. They just come up with numbers. Like, oh, yeah, you owe us this for doing this. I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not the guy to speak about how to find CPAs. I'm not going to even get in that. Nevada's in here. He can give you some information about CPAs, how he found his CPA. But I ain't the guy. Because I do a lot of breaking down. I do too much digging in, and it might get confusing for y'all. Like, I base numbers off different things. Like, I'm not about to tell you. You're not about to tell me, like, just simple stuff. Like, they be like, all right, yeah, you always. This one dude said something crazy to me. He was like, yeah, man, for us to create a profit and loss sheet, you owe us $5,000. Man, I said, what? $5,000? I said, where you get this number from? He was like, yeah, from looking at your financials, and it's gonna be a lot of work, and yeah, $5,000 is gonna be how much. I'm like, bro, since you said that, I don't even want to talk to you no more. I just a lot of stuff like that just finds is beyond me, yo. You know, it's not even about being cheap. It's about like let's be serious. Let's be reasonable. All right, you're not about to make 5K for doing no taxes. And I get, I'm not FedEx or nothing like that. We're not that big for you to be charging five, and it's not even that big to be for you to charge some of that stuff. They just be coming up random numbers. You know what I'm saying? I am Padrino. I hope that helped you as far as finding a CPA. But man, I've been out here for a while, man, and some of these CPAs is funny. Yeah, man, 5 hours with 2 pilots, man. It was ridiculous. Walmart. My bad. What insurance comment? I mean, I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about the guy with the T680. Oh, okay. What time is it? It's 11:32. But yeah, man, I just wanted to get on here and talk to y'all about insurance and authority, man. So I can get an idea what really goes on, especially with guys getting a new authority and the guys that's getting renewals and stuff like that, and all the funny business that be going on when it comes to renewals and stuff like that. It's a dirty game out here, man. And you got to protect yourself, and you got to understand. You got to start understanding the price of some of this stuff. A lot of people don't think about insurance, and when they think about, okay, like Mario said, 18, 19K a month. Okay, that's cool. All right, what's the breakdown though? Break it down. Tell the guys to break it down for you. What am I paying for auto liability? What am I paying for physical damage? What am I paying for cargo? You got to understand these numbers, especially at a time like this too, when it's so inflated. They should start making up stuff, because you'll be like, all right, well, you give me this number. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and shop around. Sometimes you even be like, all right, we came back with a cheaper quote. They'll do that. And then you be like, all right, where'd you get this number from? You see what I'm saying? That's why I be like, man, you got to really understand what you're paying out here, man. Because one thing in trucking, you don't want to be paying all this extra money that you don't have to be paying for. We already got to pay a lot in other stuff, with breakdowns and fuel and all this stuff. So start understanding. That's why I talk about, the way I did it. And if I can go back and do it again, I'll do it the same way, because when I was leased on to a carrier, I understood a lot of this stuff already, because I saw my settlements. I saw what was coming out. I understood some of the insurance. Like, a lot of people don't understand that occupational health, occupational insurance is just another name for workers' comp, but for owner operators. A lot of people don't even know that. They didn't know that. It's the same thing. Do you need it? No, you don't need it. But it's good to have. It's just understanding some of these, because a lot of these carriers will, when you see a settlement, you see all this stuff coming out, and they make these little words that make you confused. And then when you ask them about it, they tell you that you have to have it. No, you don't have to have it. They might make a requirement for you to have it, but you don't tell me you have to have it. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say I learned a lot of this stuff when I was leased on. When I had my truck, and when I mean by leased on, for some of you don't know what I mean, when I had my own truck and I took my truck and leased it on to a carrier. So I learned a lot of that from doing that. It's down. I don't know what it is with this damn light. But see, the thing about these lights, man, thing about these lights and the way they do it, they put these tubes around these lights, and you don't know if you got to split it in or not until you break that tube, which is crazy. You got to get a voltmeter. Let me see. Yeah, I think I found 30 of them. Just have 25K on deck. They're 2013s. I'm waiting on the old boy to hit me. Yeah, that's about that. That's about right for the 2013s. Like I said, this new trailer I bought is the most expensive trailer I bought. That's how crazy it is. How my 2012 cost more than my 2013. You know. But yeah, here go the trailer right here. I never did the tour. I never did the tour of this trailer yet, but hold on, let me see. Here you go. It's an old Swift trailer, Central Air, which is another division of Swift. Y'all can see a little bit of it right there. But it's a good, decent trailer, you know. I'm probably gonna start running with it this week. So we'll see. We'll see what's up. It got like a little features and stuff like that on here that some other trailers don't have. Like the landing gears on the other side or whatever, you know. But you got the side skirt, of course, you know. The air thing is a little bit different. They got the little pull joint right here. Usually on my other trailers it's like right here, but you know, it does the same thing. It ain't nothing crazy, but just a little different. But it's a good trailer though. You know, tires ain't all that great, but you know, I can get some work out of it. Yeah, this tire, you see this tire right here, almost at the end of his leg. I give that about that's probably a 3 right there. By looking at it, that one is too. But we'll get some work out of it. End up replacing that. I got the plates I need to put on. I'll do that when I get off this live, you know. So it's a good trailer, you know. Got the stainless steel in the back. I love the stainless steel. Got the little vent. I know HT was talking about this vent thing right here. It's good to have these, most definitely. He was talking about using it for like watermelons and circulating, you know, getting better circulation into the trailer. But I think all my trailers have that. Besides, like, I think like 2 of them don't have it. But those trailers are on a dedicated lane, so I'm not really worried about it. But I'll use this trailer for a little bit, and then I got another driver coming on board, and he'll be pulling this trailer. So, yep, we'll do a tour on it. I'll do a detailed tour on that when I get some time. Perfect timing. Appreciate you coming on. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Ron early. What about Progressive? Because we got Progressive at Seattle, Washington. Pay 1160, and they quoted me 1160 a month. That's good. Yeah, that's good. 1160 a month. You'll be able to knock that out in one. That's decent for your first year. 25,000 though out of GA. That's crazy for your first year. What is your strategy to reduce your wait time at a receiver? I mean, there's really no strategy. I mean, you can go in there and try to get them to, you know, hurry up or whatever, but they gonna do what they do. But now I can tell you on the shipper side, now I've done this multiple times. You could play these games if you want to. When going to a shipper and you want to take all day, I would leave in a heartbeat. I give them like at least like 3 hours. I give them 2 3 hours. I go in there and be like, yo, what's going on? What's the update? Do you load my trailer? And they don't give me, not no. Like I said, it's nothing against them, whatever they got going on. But I don't have that time to be waiting around at a shipper. It might be ignorant, but listen, I don't have time to be sitting at a shipper all day waiting to get loaded. Now, I'll go in there 2 3 hours, see what's up, you know what I'm saying? Then I call the broker, I'll be like, listen, what's going on with this load? You told me it was ready. Why am I here and it's not, we sitting around, you know what I'm saying? And, and then I give them like an extra 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Nothing's happening. I'm not at the door. I'm calling the broker. I'm like, yo, I'm out. They taking too long, man. Nah. Oh, nah, I'm out. We gone. And that's just how I do. Now, for somebody starting out, you won't be able to be doing that. But me, I don't have time to be, messing around with these shippers and figuring out if y'all gonna load me or not, but the product ready, but you ain't loading me, you're lying, you taking all day, especially if I'm the only truck there. Like, man, you gotta be kidding me, man. I'm out. Uh, A plus, what up? Brandon, what up, man? DB, I hope that answered your question. There's really there's nothing you can really do with a receiver, especially you have their product. So it's kind of like your back is against the wall with that one. So definitely talk about reducing wait times. The reefer money is good, but the wait is crazy. That's the only thing about reefer, man. The wait times do get kind of crazy, but that comes with the knowledge of going to some of these places. So when y'all booking loads, you need to be asking, hey, where is this going? All right, it's going to food line distribution. You need to be Googling food line distribution and what area you're going to. You're going to see what's going on because the truck is going to tell you. And that'll tell you right then and there if you want to take that load there or not. So I always do that, especially if it's a place that I've never been to. I'll Google it while I'm on the phone with the broker. I might tell the broker, hold on, let me look at something right quick. You gonna hold on. Let me see what's going on with this place. And I'm gonna be like, oh, listen, they might be like, all right, we'll give you $1,500 for this. I'm Googling the thing, I'm looking at it, and I'm like, man, you got a lot of bad reviews about this place, man. Truck driver might say, I've been there 6-8 hours, do this, woo, this. That'll tell you determine, if you want to go there or not. You get back on the phone with the broker, and you gotta listen. I don't know if I want to take this place. I don't want to take this load there. We might be there forever. You know what I'm saying? They might come back like, we paid attention. I'm like, you tell them this. Look, I don't care about the tension. This is what I'm offering. You might be at $1,500. I'm gonna need $2,000. You see what I'm saying? All right. That's how you get your money up front. I don't care about the tension because I feel like the tension is a ripoff. You're not about to pay me $35 an hour after 3 hours. You see what I'm saying? So you mean to tell me I got to sit here for 3 hours for free, and then after the 3 hours, I get $35 an hour? Like, I feel like that's a slap in the face, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say always get your money at top. And, if they paying $1,500 and you Googling and they got ridiculous reviews, don't be afraid. $2,000, let's go. If they didn't want to pay $2,000, then I guess I ain't pulling low. At the end of the day, you ain't got to pull the load, and they still got to find a truck driver to pull the load. You see what I'm saying? So find something else. Let me see. Keep growing. Definitely gave up game today. Oh yeah, no doubt, Harry. Oh yeah, shout out to D-Wash, man. Shout out to D-Wash. D-Wash hit me up, told me he got his truck. I think he said he got his trailer too, and he went to Landstar, man. Straight from Straight from he was pulling at that company. What's the name of that company that drive the green and white trailers? Pulling doubles. Damn, I can't think of that company. I think that's the company he was at. I can't remember. But shout out to D Wash, man. If you watching this video, major salute, man. He left his company position, got his truck, got his trailer, and he went to Landstar, man. That's what's up. No, not R. Oh yeah, Old Dominion. That's it, Old Dominion. Yeah, there you go, right there. Shout out to that guy, man. That was a big step. He actually just said, "I'm gonna get my truck, I'm gonna get my trailer, I'm gonna take it to Landstar," and he did exactly that. Where's a good place to get a truck? It's not. It's really not the place where to get the truck. It's really when you see the truck that you like, you need to go check it out. If you understand what I'm saying. All these places get their trucks from the same places. Most of these dealers get their trucks from auctions. To be honest, and auctions and other companies. So you just got to go up there and check them out. Food line. Talk to the loader, $100. Nothing wrong with greasing the wheel when that's appropriate. Yeah, that strategy. I never did that. Giving the loader any money. But yeah, that's another strategy you can do. That's an old head trick right there. Let me see. Talk to the loader. I'll do drop and hook. Brandon. Come on, man. Any issues with bringing a reefer onto Progressive? No, it's not about. Nah, it ain't about bringing on a reefer. When you bring on a reefer, what you need is reefer breakdown, of course, and then what do you value a reefer at? You know, whether you got it. Some of them you financing a reefer, they got requirements. If you got the title, then you set your own requirement. Like when I got the title, I got it like 10K, because that's what it's worth in my opinion. If that trailer gets totaled, I think 10K is where it's at. So I got it set at 10K. Now some of these other trailers, they have requirements on it because they finance. Food line, Ellery, South Carolina, avoid at all costs. Man, any food line, to be honest, man. I'm so sick of food line. I wouldn't even go to food line. I did it maybe like probably about 2 months ago. I went to Disputana, and I think I was live when I did it. Dude tried to get me to run from Halifax, North Carolina to Disputana, and I'm in Richmond. So I had a deadhead, 60 miles, and deadhead 60 miles, and loaded miles was like 30 miles. He tried to give me, he was like, yeah, man, I got this load, woo this. I'll give you $700. I said, listen, bro, I know you got to get this load moved, okay? You running on thin ice. I'm not going down there for no $700 to go to Disputana. Look, you're not about to play this game with me. You can try that with somebody else. But in order for me to move this load, I'm gonna need like $1,600. I think I did it for like $1,600. It was either $1,600 or $1,700. Cause I already knew I go down there, I'm gonna be good in Halifax, North Carolina. If everybody know what Halifax, North Carolina is, they already know what shipper that is. I'm not even gonna put that out there. But went down there, got loaded, pretty good, pretty quick. But when you go to Disputana, man, it's a minimum. Anybody been to that Disputana food line? It's a minimum of 5 hours, minimum. You know, so I told dude, I think I got 16. I think it was like $1,600. I told him, listen. I told him all that stuff. I was like, listen, I need $1,600. He played the game and this, that, and the third, and he was like, usually he said something like, usually I do it for this amount. I'm like, I think I said something like, I don't got nothing to do with the usually this, that. You know what I'm saying? You reached out to me because the truck was posted. You obviously need this load moved. Um, I'm at 1600. I think I hung up the phone. Don't quote me on. I think I hung up the phone and he called me back. I can't really remember. But at the end of the day, put it like this: I did $1,600 for added up 60 miles empty and 30 miles loaded. So that's 6, 7, 8. That's 90 miles. 1,600 for 90 miles. So I did. That was the last time I went to Distribution Channel. But yeah, I don't like Food Line. That's just what it is. Food Line, salute. Momentum, what up? Make me mod. I don't even know how to do that, man. Oh yeah, no, there you go, right there. Now you mod. Yeah, I know how to do it. I lied. I forgot. Should I pay a truck mechanic to go with me to check out a truck before I buy? Yeah, most definitely. If you're not mechanically inclined, yes, bring a mechanic. If you don't know anything about trucks, this your first time buying it. You know, you might have been a company driver. You didn't have to worry about trucks and stuff like that. You trying to get out here in this owner operator game, man, bring a mechanic, man. Highly recommend that. Don't be like me, man. Like I said, everything I did, you know what I'm saying, I didn't do all that, because I was so hyped. And, at that time, I was hyped. I got my first truck, man. I was proud, but y'all never really saw that white truck I had, that white T680 that had so many issues, because it was in the shop every week. So if I had brought a mechanic, I would have probably eliminated that issue. But if it didn't happen that way, I probably wouldn't have had this blue truck. You see what I'm saying? So I highly recommend you bringing a mechanic if you don't know anything about trucks. Even if you do know anything about trucks, bring a mechanic. You know, I saved one of my buddies that used to work for Coca-Cola. He left Coca-Cola. He was ready to buy this Peterbilt over here in Richmond. I think it was like 20. No, it was like 35 grand. I said, bro, take him to the mechanic. They'll get that truck fixed. I mean, take a mechanic, go look at that truck. Or what he did, actually, he was able to drive the truck to the mechanic. That's what he did. He drove the truck to the mechanic. No, scratch that. It wasn't a Peterbilt. It was yeah, it wasn't a Peterbilt. He bought a Peterbilt. It was a Freightliner. That's what it was. It was a Cascade Freightliner. So he took the Freightliner to the mechanic that I recommended he take it to. He checked the truck out. He's like, yo, listen, this truck got a lot of issues. One was DPF, a lot of DPF issues. It had a lot of cooling issues. And it had, I believe it was a turbo issue. Now, if he had took that truck to the mechanic, because he was ready to buy that truck, he had the cash in his pocket. I told him not to do that. Told him to take it to the guy, or however the guy came to him. He took it to the guy. He looked at it, he plugged up the machine, and all these issues popped up. Now, he would have been 30K in the hole because he would have had to fix all that stuff. And it probably had engine issues and all kind of stuff. He was selling it for it was like 30, like I said, 30, 35K for that Freightliner Cascade. So he ended up taking that truck back, gave it back to him, told him what was going on with it, gave him the sheet. He was like, listen, I'm not buying this truck. You got a lot of issues on it. Pretty much what he did was a lot of deals, what they like to do is they like to put Band-Aids on it. What I mean by Band-Aids, they like to clear all the codes. So when you crank it up, there's no lights and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? They be trying to, that's a little trick dealers like to do. They put Band-Aids on it until you take it to the actual shop outside of that dealer and they plug it up and then, put it on machine and stuff like that, and all these codes start popping up. So he ended up saving himself 30 grand. He ended up buying his Peterbilt. And he's rolling though. He's doing his thing. He bought a Peterbilt and I think he bought like a drive-in or something like that. But he's doing his thing though. What you think about them international LT with the Cummins? Man, I thought about it, and then I left it alone, pretty much. Yeah, it got a Cummins in it, but them internationals got a lot of electrical issues. Um, so I wiped out the whole international thing, the idea of it. Yeah, you might be able to get it for cheap, but it's just I just don't want to deal with the internationals. You know what I'm saying? If I ever buy another truck, it will probably be another Kenworth or a Freightliner with a Cummins. We've been having issues with Dollar General in both Walton, Kentucky, and then with the last 2 weeks. What you mean? What kind of issues? Brokers hang up on me all the time. Yeah, Brandon, you might be more ignorant than me, man. Um, you be saying some off the wall stuff. This man, Brandon. I think I was on the phone with him one time when he said something. He told a broker, yeah, man, I'm gonna need 7,000 for 150 miles. Something ridiculous. I was like, bro, if you didn't want to run it, just don't, just say that. Just say that, man. If you don't want to run the load, just say that, man. But come on, man, $7,000 for 150 miles. You said some ignorant stuff. That boy Robin, what up? I started off with a box truck, doing pretty good right now. How do I transition to the semi? I actually had a guy that I was on the phone with Leak and X about this. There was a guy that he was trying to transition to the semis, and he didn't have a CDL. He got a box truck, a non-CDL box truck, and you just got to go through the same motion that everybody else did. You got to get that CDL, especially if you don't have a CDL. If you might have been owner operator in the box trucks, but it's different in semis. For one, the CDL, you need a CDL, and then you should be pretty good, especially if you had your own authority already with the box trucks. That transition shouldn't be that hard. You had a premium would go up because it's a semi, but you already have the authority. You get that box truck rolling, get your CDL, and the same process as buying a box truck, the same process as buying a semi. You still need to look at it, but that's what I could recommend, man. That's the best way to go about it if you're already in business. I don't know your situation. Make sure you get under the truck and actually look at that thing. Yeah, that's true. The new Gen T680s, best looking aero truck in my opinion. Yeah, I haven't really seen the I never really been into the new the T680s. I did get into but 2 years ago I got into the 2019 day cab. Was that a T680 day cab? Man, that joint was sweet. And them day cabs, them Kenworth day cabs are sweet, man. I was like, damn, this joint's sweet, man. I want one of these joints, man. But I got into it. That's when I had that. That's when MAC gave me that day cab. I had a day cab for like a whole month for free. For free. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I had to pay was the taxes on the field taxes. But I had that day cab for a whole month, man, and they gave me that brand new day cab from MAC, the Kenworth. I think it was a T680. That joint was sweet, man. Had the pipes on it and everything, man. I was hyped. But yeah, man, that's the only T680 I had. Other than the one I got now. I need 7,000 to go to Miami. And they ain't doing those numbers no more. Not from VA. You won't get it from VA. You probably get that from like the Midwest. For sure. I have my authority 4 months and rolling. I'm renting because of prices. It's renting worth it. On the semi side. Man, nah. Them renting prices is crazy. Like Penske's and Riders, and I mean, you can do it if you already have a couple trucks in your fleet. But starting out, them prices is crazy, man. It's kind of like it's almost it's almost like because I know I was with when I was with that one company, it was charging me like $9.50 a week for a rider truck. And I'm like, man, I ain't doing that, man. $9.50 a week. Think about it, man. How can I get that money back? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, if you already have a fleet, this is my strategy. If you already have a fleet of trucks and trailers and you're already rolling, then the leasing thing might be cool. But starting out, it's just so much money goes to it. You know, yeah, it might be cool, the maintenance and this, yeah, that can be cool and all though, but you're gonna have to really be out here running because you got to cover that cost. But now, right now, the prices is cool and all, you know, you can be able to do it, but it's just the fact that that money is coming out weekly. You see what I'm saying? But like I say this to everybody. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. What up, Lifestyle Mario? Can you get an authority while running under someone else's authority until you get your authority? Yeah, you can do that. That's like you being with Landstar. Leak did it. You being with Landstar and you got your own authority. He did it for a while. You know, you just don't get caught slipping. You know, doing something crazy. You know, like mixing things. You know, like say like you running with Landstar, you run a little with Landstar, and then you know you might be in an area where you might go into DAT one with your authority. Don't get caught doing that. You know, you can get a lot of trouble like that. But yeah, you could do that. International LTA comes are good. Like that truck better than the T680. Yeah, I'm just not, you know, I think you know, everybody, like I said, everybody got their opinions on trucks. Like I said, I like the Cummins. But when it came to the internationals with the Cummins, I just thought they really had like they had a lot of electrical issues, you know, in my experience with the internationals. They just had a lot of electrical issues. So I kind of stayed away from it. But you can definitely get them for cheap, you know. Like I said, it's a preference. It's a preference. One guy wants $600 a week to rent a drive van. Yeah, I believe it, man. I definitely believe it. People are getting out of hand. People are definitely taking advantage of the situation. But the thing about it is, people will pay it. You know, I had my trailers up for $20K for sale, a piece on 05s. You know how many calls, messages, and that wasn't even on YouTube because I didn't even put it out there on YouTube like that. That was just strictly Facebook. You know how many calls and messages I got about those trailers? People was like, you know, I'll come down here right now. You know, I'll pay this. Man, I'm like, yo. And I bought those trailers for $7,000. You see what I'm saying? So I believe it. I did it. You know, there's some people out here that really need these trailers. You know, and they're really paying it. And then a lot of people got this money too, the COVID, the pandemic money and stuff like that. So a lot of people still sitting on that cash. They're just looking for equipment. So I rented out a trailer. You know, I did that trailer. I think I lowballed it a little bit though, but I rented out one of the trailers for like $1,300 a month. Now that I see what I see now, I could probably increase it to like $1,600, $1,700 a month. It is what it is, man. Like I said, depending on everybody's situation is different. People got contracts out here for real. People got like work, you know. People got drivers. They need equipment. So, hey man, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Depth sensors back ordered $700 on eBay for 3 4K. Yeah, I think Lee dropped that video about parts being back ordered. Man, it's crazy. Like I said, I heard fuel filters was on the back order on Freightliners. I don't know how true that is. That's crazy. That's crazy. But like I said, man, I gotta get out of here, man. I gotta figure out this light situation right quick and see if I can fix it. You know, I'm not a mechanic or nothing like that, but I do what I can do in the time. Cause my time be like crazy, you know, with the kids and football and practice and stuff like that, man. It's just be, and then the drivers and stuff like that, man. My time be crazy. But I do what I can, man. People do a lot of crap about the Colorado, but Colorado, I think more so coming out of Colorado. But going in, you should be getting decent. Like I said, I don't know. I ain't been out there in so long, man. I couldn't really go deep into it like that. But like I said, man, I gotta get out of here. I appreciate y'all coming in, man. I know the live wasn't that long. Well, actually it was. They got like an hour and a half out of me. But I appreciate y'all coming in, man. And I'll try to go live again when I get some time. I'll do that trailer tour. We'll talk about some more things, man. And if y'all need to hit me up, my email is call me. I'll put it in the email right quick. Hold on. Actually, I can't. It's call me Cooley 804@gmail.com. Call me Cooley, just like my name, 804@gmail.com. If you want to hit me up, you got some questions, I'll answer them. And y'all stay safe out here. Have a great Labor Day. Hope y'all had a great Labor Day weekend. Today is Labor Day. Make sure y'all eat some good cookout food, man, and be safe out here, man. I'll catch y'all later, man.